So because I want to protect the human rights to privacy, because I don't know if you know, but it comes from a dramatic history of like the genocide during the Second World War. This is why we have this right. I decided to volunteer at Open Rights Group, Norwich, which aims to preserve people's digital rights and so on. This is why I'm going tonight to explain to you how dating apps are collecting your data and what they are doing of it and how you can protect yourself better. So did you know that like around the world, dating apps are generating a revenue of more than $2 trillion per year? And in the UK is the third like biggest countries to actually generate revenue. If you were to compare to France, which is the same amount of people, we are only producing a third of that revenue. So a lot of users in the UK. Many are using one app or several apps, and this, I don't need to present them to you, but these are the 6 biggest brands that belong to one group, Match Group. So they want your data for what? To help you find a match, they will actually like try to find different ways to collect your data, free questionnaires, if you're like sharing your pictures, social media accounts, and to increase your discoverability, they will encourage you to actually provide more and more data. So from what you share voluntary, they will pick up like technical informations about you, from like your location, how often you actually connect to your app, your social media account that they access all data from your last name, professional email address, if you are to connect to LinkedIn, and all like technical data such as like your device IP, personal like kind of like pictures and so on that you didn't share with them. So, but also they want like lifestyle data about you. You are good parents, maybe divorced, so you're going to share pictures of your children. But these children never ask to be on these apps, right? You also, in some LGBTQ+ apps, they are going to ask for like your HIV status, if you have HIV or not. So what do you do if you don't share this information? So what Tinder is doing is like when you give them your data, they become their data. So it's like they are free to edit, publish, display, whatsoever thing they want to do with it. And the sentence on that is super long, so I'm not going to read it for you. It's more than 20 seconds, just to read one sentence. So who you share your data with are your peer user, people you speak with, but also like Match Group and all its parents company, all of them have access to your data, even though you just went to Tinder. But also like Tinder partners, law enforcement bodies, police and so on, but also the future owner of your data if you are to be acquired. I mean, if they were to be acquired. So their data these are their data, but it's still your problems. Because if you were to delete your account, they will keep it for 3 months, but they're not promising it actually going to delete it within 3 months. And if you care about their safety, they will tell you in the terms and condition, they're not going to keep them, I mean, you should not like expect them to keep them safe because that's a technology company, right? So yeah, so it's still your problem. So this is from an art project done by an activist organization and which is called the auction. So it's literally what they are going to do with your data in the end. So where am I? So you know that they need to generate revenue. It's not you using it for free that is going to generate that. So they are going to sell your data to like whoever. There are 2 types of reason to sell, I mean to purchase data, to populate a new dating app or to kind of like create more profiles on established ones. So you were maybe thinking, oh yeah, this person never like spoke to me, but we both match each other. Maybe because this person never used this data, this application. So this is a profile of a British-based man, where you can see the pictures of his family and friends on it, and this is like populated across the globe. So some advice here, like maybe you don't need to share all type of information. Maybe you don't need to share your accounts, your social media accounts with Tinder or whatsoever. Shoot a new selfie, because simply it's more difficult to find you if you have different pictures. And now here we are, but also like don't delete your app on its own, from your phone, but delete your account first. And here is like maybe what the most important is like you go out, you meet real people, you look them in the eyes, and you never know what's behind this sign of like do not disturb. Because where we are heading at the minute is that like we are going more and more into like artificial intelligence, more data that will be requested for you, more data, more different type of data, and someone in between will decide for you who you're going to match to, but not you anymore. And the biggest obstacle of dating apps is literally like meeting people. This is the biggest problem. So if you go there, you already overcame one obstacle, which is meeting people.
Okay.